KevG weather overview, taking a look at the threat of ice over the weekend, and it looks like we're going to have a couple of shots at this. Now, this type of thing really worries me because you only need a little bit to really mess things up as far as the road conditions are concerned. So here, the National Weather Service is forecasting between a hundredth of an inch of ice to a tenth of an inch of ice in a widespread fashion, and it says through 7 p.m. Monday. So what this tells me is that we're going to have multiple periods where we have to worry about even the slightest bit of icy precipitation. Usually when that happens, you get freezing rain, which freezes on contact. It's liquid precipitation that freezes on contact, or you have sleet. And I think we're going to see a lot of that over the next few days. In fact, the bigger storm might be Tuesday, and that's where I'm really concerned. Now, if you'll recall in the last video, I thought that this weekend we would see a moderate snowfall. And this is the forecast from the Eastern Region headquarters. This is not a moderate snowfall for the tri-state area. And I think this has a good chance to happen. Basically, we're going to see accumulations of less than an inch over a large area. The biggest story to me over the next 4 or 5 days is going to be the ice potential. Now, if you go up north to Albany and points north and west, there you're going to get into a more moderate snowfall, but that's way far away from the tri-state area. So instead of a moderate snowfall, we're looking at icy conditions across the tri-state area. And we're going to have to deal with this in waves. And it's going to be very tough to forecast because we're dealing with relatively weak storms or weak impulses of precipitation through about Monday night. And then a more important storm starts to move in for Tuesday. And that has a lot of uncertainty. To me, the models have been very unreliable this week. So we're really going to have to take things day by day as the forecast changes. But I'll show you what I mean in terms of the overall precipitation. This is by tomorrow morning, and really nothing doing, but light precipitation is off to the south. Now, temperatures are going to stay in the 20s for the bulk of Saturday, but there's warm air aloft, and that changes the precipitation over to liquid at about 5 to 10,000 feet. So when the precipitation gets down here, it freezes on contact. This is the first wave of icy precipitation. It moves in Saturday afternoon, and it sort of lingers around the area. It's not going to be doing anything all that heavy, but that's not the point. Even a light glaze of ice can really mess things up, and you can see how it kind of persists through about 4 or 5 o'clock Sunday morning, and then it kind of dissipates as the system moves off to the north. Not an impressive system at all, but a nuisance. And what we're going to see later on in the period is more in the way of spotty, icy precipitation. That's a good way to characterize it, I think, just going forward into Monday, because the GFS has weak precipitation for early Monday, but that's going to be in the form of ice because there's warm air aloft, and that is going to melt whatever is trying to fall towards the ground. We have low-level temperatures in the 20s, so we're going to see icy spots into Monday, and then off to our south and west, a more important storm comes in for late Monday into Tuesday, and this could be a major problem because instead of getting spotty icy precipitation, we're getting a more sustained period of winter weather in the form of ice on the south side of the storm and heavy snow on the north side of the storm. So fun and games are in the offing. And over the next few days, the weather is going to play havoc, especially with road travel and untreated surfaces walking around. But watch out for the icy spots the next few days, and we'll track a more important storm for Monday night and a Tuesday.